I just want you to stay in your class for now, but don't be worried. There's no one's coming through the hallway.
A glimpse at the moment of panic after young kids in Pickerington Junior High heard a gun fired inside their school. The stepfather of a student killed himself after arriving for a family meeting. Those 911 calls were just released within the past 2 hours. Good evening, I'm Andrew Kinsey.
And I'm Yolanda Harris. Tonight, police released the name of the man who died, but out of respect for the family, we are not naming him. Pickerington police also released a timeline, giving us a better idea of the response time. First, at 9:55 yesterday morning, the SRO radios of shots fired. 34 seconds later, the school is on full lockdown. About 1 minute later, more officers pull up to help. And less than 10 minutes later, nearly a dozen officers are on scene. By 11:21, all kids were evacuated from the school. 10 TV's Bryant Somerville was at Ridgeview Junior High minutes after it happened. He joins us now live from that school.
Bryant, we know the stepfather was being questioned about criminal activity, and many parents have been wondering why that meeting happened at the school. Police clearing that up with you today.
Yeah, exactly right, Andrew and Yolanda. That was not the case, what many parents thought. So today I was able to talk with Pickerington Police Chief Todd Cheney. He tells me the girl, the student, her mother and that stepfather were here at the school for a non-criminal school-related issue. He says it was during that meeting when the possible criminal allegations came out, and that is when police were called to the school. He says that had this always been about wrongdoing allegations, you can rest assured this meeting would have happened at the police station and not here at Ridgeview Junior High School.
All right. And Bryant, since yesterday, that small community has had a really big response of support for this family, right?
Yeah, it has truly been something. And on top of the Pickerington Local School District offering counseling today for students and for staff members, one local church did as well, C3 Church. I was able to talk with the pastor, Conan Stevens, today, who says his church opened more than just Sunday morning.
Knowing what we know, how in the world do we move forward? Maybe the immediate focus shouldn't be to move forward. Pastor Conan Stevens says that first focus,
the first thing they need to do is process their feelings, process what happened.
Should be to process.
I mean, for some of those kids, again, it's probably the most traumatic time of their life. I know my kids went to that school. My nephew was in the cafeteria. And so, you know, you start having those conversations and you realize, yeah, there's some trauma.
Since the shooting at Ridgeview Junior High, his pastors have been getting calls.
People have reached out to us, and we want to be that kind of church.
The kind of church that opens its doors. Friday, C3 Church gave to whoever needs it a person to talk to, a room to grieve, a moment.
Man, our heart is to walk with people many times through brokenness.
A moment during brokenness to focus on healing, to eventually be able to move forward.
There is good and there is hope, and you see people step out of the woodwork, so to speak, to go, man, I'm here to help. I want to be a part of the solution.
Now, today I also emailed Pickerington Superintendent Dr. Chris Briggs, along with every single Board of Education member, trying to have an open and transparent conversation about safety within the schools. Obviously, a big concern right now for many families. No one responded to me other than the communications spokesperson, Michelle Richardson, who said right now they do not have any answers. Reporting live from Pickerington, Bryant Somerville, 10 TV News.
All right, thank you, Bryant. Now, we can't emphasize this enough. If you or a loved one need mental health support, call this number on your screen, 988. It is the Suicide and Crisis Hotline. Again, that number, 988, you can call 24 hours a day.